She's reached out. After weeks, months, maybe even years of silence, her name pops up on your screen. Suddenly, the past rushes back, a whirlwind of memories, emotions, and unanswered questions. Your heart skips a beat. Your mind races. Should you respond? Ignore her? What's the right move? The Stoic answer might surprise you, because this isn't about playing games, getting revenge, or manipulating her emotions. It's about something far more powerful: reclaiming your power. Welcome to Stoic Spirit, where we explore the timeless wisdom of Stoicism to help you navigate the complexities of modern life and relationships. Hit that subscribe button and join our tribe of Stoics. We're in this together. In this video, we'll uncover the strategic, Stoic approach to handling this delicate situation. We'll explore the power dynamics at play, the psychology of her outreach, and the most effective way to respond, or not respond, to regain control and protect your own emotional well-being. Drop a comment below sharing your experiences, and be sure to watch until the end for the most crucial piece of advice, the one that could change everything. Let's dive in. 1. Deciphering the code. Her true intentions. Unmasking the hidden message. Her text has arrived, your phone buzzes, her name lights up the screen, and a wave of emotions washes over you. Excitement, anxiety, curiosity, confusion. Before you let those emotions dictate your actions, before you even think about replying, take a step back and decipher the code. Because her message, like a cryptic text from a spy, likely contains hidden layers of meaning, unspoken motivations, and subtle clues that reveal her true intentions. Is it genuine remorse? Does she truly regret her past actions, the way she treated you, the role she played in the relationship's demise? Is her message filled with heartfelt apologies, sincere reflections, and a genuine desire to make amends? Or is it something else entirely? Boredom? Is she reaching out simply because she's bored, lonely, or looking for a temporary distraction from the monotony of her life? Is her message generic, lacking in specifics, a casual, "Hey, what's up?" that could be sent to anyone in her contact list? A late-night ego boost? Is she seeking validation, a quick fix for her bruised ego, a reminder that she still has power over you, that she can still pull your strings and elicit a reaction? Is her message a thinly veiled attempt to gauge your interest, to see if you're still pining for her, to test the waters and see if you'll bite? Or is she truly ready to reconnect? Has she taken the time for genuine self-reflection? Has she done the inner work to address the issues that led to the breakup? Is her message thoughtful, specific, and demonstrating a genuine desire to rebuild a connection based on mutual respect and understanding? Deciphering her code requires careful observation and a healthy dose of skepticism. Look beyond the surface level of her words and consider the context, the timing, and her past behavior. Has she exhibited patterns of manipulation or inconsistency in the past? Is this a recurring cycle of breaking up and making up? Practical exercises. The Stoic pause. Before responding, take a moment to breathe, to center yourself, and to detach from the initial emotional reaction. The contextual analysis. Review your past interactions. What were the underlying dynamics of your relationship? Were there red flags you ignored? The intentionality test. Ask yourself, what is the most likely motivation behind her message? What does she really want from me? The gut check. Trust your intuition. What does your gut tell you about her intentions? Unmasking the hidden message is crucial for navigating this situation with clarity, confidence, and a strong sense of self-preservation. Your response, or lack thereof, should be based on a clear understanding of her true intentions, not on a fleeting emotional reaction. This is the first step towards reclaiming your power and becoming the man who is in control of his own emotional destiny. 2. The emotional trap. Don't fall for it. Mastering your inner hurricane. Her text has arrived, and with it a tidal wave of emotions. Excitement surges through you, the flicker of hope rekindled. Anxiety gnaws at your stomach, the fear of rejection rearing its ugly head. A wave of resentment washes over you, the memories of past hurts bubbling to the surface. This, gentlemen, is the emotional trap. It's a powerful, often overwhelming surge of feelings that can cloud your judgment, hijack your rational mind, and lead you down a path of impulsive reactions and regrettable decisions. Don't let these emotions control you. Recognize them, acknowledge them, but refuse to allow them to dictate your actions. Emotional reactivity is the enemy of clear thinking. When you're in the grip of an emotional hurricane, you're not capable of making sound judgments, of assessing the situation objectively, or of responding in a way that serves your best interests. You become a puppet, dancing to the tune of your emotions, a ship tossed about by the tumultuous waves of her unpredictable behavior. Think of it like this. A skilled surfer doesn't fight the waves, he rides them. He acknowledges their power, respects their force, but he doesn't allow them to capsize him. He maintains his balance, his focus, and his control, navigating the turbulent waters with skill and grace. Similarly, you need to learn to ride the waves of your emotions, to acknowledge their presence without allowing them to dictate your course. Practical exercises. The Stoic breath. When you feel the surge of emotions, take a deep, slow breath. Count to 4 as you inhale, hold for 4, and exhale for 4. Repeat this several times, focusing on the sensation of your breath, anchoring yourself in the present moment. The emotional labeling technique. Identify the emotions you're experiencing. Name them. I'm feeling anxious. I'm feeling hopeful. I'm feeling resentful. This simple act of labeling creates distance between you and the emotion, lessening its grip on your mind. The visualization exercise. Visualize yourself as a calm, steady rock amidst a turbulent sea. The waves crash against you, but you remain unmoved, grounded, and centered. The preemptive text response strategy. If you anticipate an emotional reaction, draft a response before you're emotionally triggered. This allows you to respond from a place of logic and reason, rather than impulse and emotion. Review and edit after the initial emotional wave has subsided. Mastering your inner hurricane is the key to reclaiming your power in this situation. It's about developing emotional resilience, the ability to weather the storms of your feelings without losing your sense of self. It's about becoming the unshakable man who is in control of his own emotional destiny, a man who is not easily swayed by the whims of others, a man who is truly irresistible. 3. The strategic silence, a powerful message, unsent, the art of wordless communication. In the high-stakes game of attraction, silence isn't just the absence of words, it's a language of its own, a potent form of communication that speaks volumes without uttering a single syllable. It's a strategic tool, a powerful weapon that can shift the power dynamic, amplify her curiosity, and ultimately make her regret ever ignoring you. Mastering the art of strategic silence is about wielding the power of the unseen, the unspoken, the unsaid. Think about it. In a world saturated with noise, the constant barrage of texts, notifications, and social media updates, silence stands out. It's the unexpected move, the disruptive force that breaks the predictable pattern of communication. It creates a void, a space where her imagination can run wild, where her curiosity can take root and blossom. This space for reflection is crucial. Your silence gives her the time to think, to process her own emotions, to consider the consequences of her actions, and perhaps to realize the value of what she's lost. It allows her to step outside the immediate drama and gain a clearer perspective on the situation, on your relationship, and on her own role in its unraveling. Your silence also amplifies her curiosity. Human beings are inherently curious creatures. We crave information. We seek answers. We're drawn to the unknown. When you go silent, you become an enigma, a puzzle she can't help but try to solve. She begins to wonder, why isn't he responding? Is he upset? Is he seeing someone else? Has he moved on? This uncertainty, this intrigue, can be far more powerful than any words you could say. And finally, strategic silence shifts the power dynamic. When you're constantly chasing, constantly texting, constantly seeking her attention, you're giving her the control. You're placing your happiness in her hands, making her the gatekeeper of your emotional well-being. But when you go silent, you reclaim that power. You're no longer playing her game, you're dictating your own terms. Practical exercises. The scheduled silence. Intentionally create periods of silence in your communication. Don't feel obligated to respond immediately to every text or message. The social media blackout. Resist the urge to like or comment on her posts. Your absence on social media will be more noticeable than your presence. The what would a Stoic do test. When you feel the urge to reach out, ask yourself, What would a Stoic do in this situation? The answer will often be nothing. The power of the pause. Before responding to any communication, pause. Take a deep breath and consider your intentions. Are you reacting from a place of emotion or responding from a place of strength? Mastering the art of strategic silence is about more than just not speaking. It's about communicating strength, self-control, and a deep sense of self-worth. It's about becoming the man who doesn't chase, but attracts. The man whose silence speaks volumes. 4. The green light. When responding is the right move, the art of the strategic reply. The silence has been your weapon, a strategic tool for reclaiming your power and sparking her curiosity. But silence isn't always the answer. There are times when a woman reaches out that a thoughtful, genuine message deserves a thoughtful, genuine response. This isn't about throwing away all your progress and reverting back to old patterns of neediness. It's about recognizing a genuine opportunity for connection and responding in a way that maintains your newfound strength and self-respect. So, how do you know when to give yourself the green light? Look for these telltale signs of sincerity. Specificity. Does her message go beyond a generic, "Hey, what's up?" Does she mention something specific about your life, your shared history, or something you discussed previously? This shows she's put thought and effort into her outreach. Emotional intelligence. Does her message acknowledge your feelings, express empathy, or demonstrate an understanding of her own role in the past? This indicates emotional maturity and a willingness to take responsibility. Consistent effort. Is this a one-off message, or has she been making consistent efforts to reconnect? Consistent effort is a far more reliable indicator of genuine interest than a sporadic burst of attention. Respectful tone. Is her message respectful, considerate, and free of manipulation or passive-aggressive undertones? This shows she values your time and your emotional well-being. If her message meets these criteria, it might be worth engaging. But even when responding is the right move, how you respond is equally crucial. Remember the Stoic principles. Keep it brief. Avoid long, rambling messages that rehash the past or betray your eagerness to reconnect. Short, concise replies convey confidence and control. For example, if she asks, "How have you been?" a simple, "I've been good, focusing on my goals. What about you?" is sufficient. Keep it cool. Avoid emotionally charged language or excessive use of emojis. Maintain a calm, neutral tone that doesn't reveal too much. If she brings up past issues, respond with something like, "I've reflected on that, and I'm in a different place now." Keep your expectations in check. Don't assume her message is an invitation to jump back into a relationship. Approach the conversation with an open mind, but don't get ahead of yourself. Practical exercises. The delayed response. Don't reply immediately. Give yourself time to assess her message and formulate a thoughtful response. The mirror technique. Reflect her communication style. If she's brief, be brief. If she's open and vulnerable, you can reciprocate, but always maintain a sense of emotional detachment. The boundary check. Before responding, ask yourself if engaging aligns with your boundaries and values. By responding strategically, you maintain control of the interaction, protect your emotional well-being, and increase the likelihood of a genuine reconnection. This isn't about playing games, it's about mastering the art of communication. 5. Boundaries. Your unshakable shield, protecting your inner kingdom. Gentlemen, in the realm of relationships, boundaries are not walls that shut people out. They are the guardians of your inner kingdom, the steadfast sentinels that protect your time, your energy, your emotional well-being, and ultimately, your self-respect. They are the invisible lines in the sand that define what you will and will not tolerate, the non-negotiable standards you set for how you expect to be treated. And in the often treacherous terrain of dating, having strong, clearly defined boundaries is not just important. It's essential for your survival. Boundaries are your armor. They are the shield that deflects negativity, the fortress that protects you from emotional manipulation, the armor that allows you to engage with the world and with women from a place of strength and self-assuredness. They are the foundation upon which respect is built, the cornerstone of a healthy, balanced, and fulfilling relationship. They protect your time. Your time is your most valuable asset, a finite resource that should be guarded jealously. Boundaries allow you to prioritize your time, to invest it in activities and relationships that nourish your soul, and to protect it from those who would drain it without a second thought. They protect your energy. Emotional energy is just as precious as time. Boundaries prevent you from being emotionally drained by negativity, drama, and the demands of others. They allow you to conserve your energy for the things that truly matter: your passions, your goals, your personal growth. They protect your self-respect. When you consistently enforce your boundaries, you're sending a powerful message to yourself and to the world. I value myself. I respect myself, and I will not tolerate being treated with anything less. This self-respect is the foundation of true confidence, the unshakable core that makes you irresistible. No boundaries, no respect. It's that simple. When you allow your boundaries to be consistently violated, you're not only diminishing your own self-worth, but you're also inviting further disrespect. You're teaching others that it's okay to treat you poorly, that your needs and desires are not important. Practical exercises. The boundary inventory. Identify your non-negotiables in a relationship. What behaviors are absolutely unacceptable to you? The boundary setting script. Practice communicating your boundaries clearly and assertively. For example, "I'm not comfortable with that," or "I need some space right now." The boundary enforcement drill. The first time a boundary is crossed, address it calmly and directly. The second time, reiterate the boundary and the consequences of violating it. The third time, be prepared to walk away. The self-respect ritual. Develop a daily ritual that reinforces your self-worth. This could be anything from journaling and meditation to exercise and spending time in nature. Building and maintaining strong boundaries is an act of self-love, a declaration of your own worth, and the foundation of a truly empowered life. It's the key to attracting the kind of woman who respects you, values you, and cherishes your presence in her life. 6. The waiting game. Turn uncertainty into intrigue. Mastering the art of anticipation. In the fast-paced world of instant communication, where responses are expected in milliseconds and delayed replies can trigger anxiety, there's a powerful, almost counterintuitive tactic that can reignite her interest and shift the power dynamic in your favor. The waiting game. This isn't about playing mind games or manipulating her emotions. It's about strategically using silence and delayed gratification to build anticipation, create intrigue, and make her wonder what you're up to. Don't be so quick to respond. Resist the urge to jump on her text the moment it arrives. In today's hyper-connected world, instant replies have become the norm, a sign of availability, eagerness, and perhaps even a touch of desperation. By delaying your response, you're breaking this pattern, creating a subtle shift in the dynamic that can pique her curiosity and make her question her assumptions about your level of interest. Make her wait. This isn't about playing hard to get. It's about reclaiming your time and your attention. It's about demonstrating that you have a life outside of your phone, that you're not sitting around waiting for her message, that you're a man with priorities, passions, and a full, vibrant existence. This subtle shift in your energy is what makes you more desirable, more intriguing, more of a challenge. Let the anticipation build. The longer she waits for your reply, the more time she has to wonder, to speculate, to imagine what you might be doing. This uncertainty, this anticipation is a powerful aphrodisiac. It creates a sense of mystery, a sense of intrigue, a sense that you're not so easily accessible, not so easily won. This can be incredibly alluring, especially to a woman who is used to men falling at her feet. A little uncertainty can be incredibly alluring. Think about it. Have you ever been more excited about a movie than when you've seen the trailer, when you've caught glimpses of the story, but the full picture remains just out of reach? That's the power of anticipation. It creates a sense of excitement, a desire to know more, a craving for the full reveal. Practical exercises. The scheduled response. Instead of replying immediately, set a timer on your phone. Wait a few hours or even a day before responding. The busy man mindset. Cultivate the mindset of a busy, productive man who is focused on his own goals and passions. This will naturally lead to less reactive and more deliberate communication. The nonchalant reply. When you do respond, keep it brief, casual, and avoid overly enthusiastic language. For example, if she asks, "What are you up to?" a simple, "Just finished up at the gym, about to head out with some friends," is sufficient. The disappearing act. Use sparingly. Occasionally, don't respond at all. Let the message hang in the air, unanswered. This can be a powerful way to create intrigue and make her question her assumptions. Mastering the waiting game is about leveraging the power of anticipation, turning uncertainty into intrigue, and becoming the prize she can't help but pursue. 7. Effort versus attention. Is she truly invested? Reading between the lines. Her message has arrived and now you face a crucial decision. Is she genuinely interested in reconnecting, or is she simply seeking attention, validation, a temporary ego boost? The key to answering this question lies in discerning the difference between effort and attention-seeking behavior. Your time is precious. Don't waste it on someone who isn't truly invested. Is she just looking for attention? Attention-seeking behavior is often characterized by vague messages. "Hey, what's up? How are you?" These generic messages require minimal effort and could be sent to anyone. Inconsistent communication. She reaches out sporadically, disappearing for days or weeks at a time, only to reappear when she needs something. Emotional dumping. She unloads her problems onto you without reciprocating or showing genuine interest in your life. Late-night texts. These often signal boredom or a need for validation rather than genuine connection. Is she genuinely interested in reconnecting? Genuine effort, on the other hand, looks like this. Specific and thoughtful messages. She references past conversations, shared memories, or details about your life, demonstrating that she's been paying attention. Consistent communication? She initiates conversations regularly and makes an effort to keep the conversation flowing. Reciprocal interest. She asks questions about your life, your goals, your feelings, and shows genuine interest in your responses. Respectful boundaries. She respects your time and your emotional space, avoiding late-night texts, excessive communication, or emotional dumping. Gauge her effort and respond accordingly. Your time is precious. Don't waste it on someone who is only offering superficial attention. If her messages are vague, inconsistent, or self-serving, it's perfectly acceptable to disengage, to maintain your silence, and to protect your own emotional well-being. Practical exercises. The message analysis. Scrutinize her messages. Are they personalized, thoughtful, and engaging, or are they generic, superficial, and lacking in substance? The consistency check. Track her communication patterns. Is she reaching out regularly, or is her contact sporadic and unpredictable? The reciprocity test. Does she show genuine interest in your life, or is the conversation primarily focused on her? The value assessment. Ask yourself, is this interaction adding value to my life, or is it draining my energy and detracting from my goals? By discerning the difference between effort and attention-seeking behavior, you can make informed decisions about how to respond, protecting your time, your energy, and your emotional well-being. This is about valuing yourself enough to choose connections that are truly reciprocal, meaningful, and enriching. 8. Grounded and Unfazed. Mastering your inner state, the unwavering mountain. Her text has arrived, a ripple in the otherwise calm waters of your life. It's easy to allow that ripple to become a tidal wave, to let her message, her presence, her potential return consume your thoughts and dictate your emotional state. But true strength, true power, lies in remaining grounded, in mastering your inner state, and in recognizing that her text, while potentially significant, is just a blip on the radar of your journey. Stay grounded in your own life. This means having a strong sense of self, a clear understanding of your values, your priorities, and your goals. It means building a life that is rich, fulfilling, and independent of her validation or approval. When your foundation is strong, when your roots run deep, you are less likely to be swayed by the winds of her whims, the storms of her emotions, or the fleeting allure of her attention. Focus on your goals. What are you striving for? What do you want to achieve in your career, your relationships, your personal life? Keep your eyes fixed on the horizon, on the vision you have for your future. When you're driven by purpose, when you're moving forward with intention, her text becomes less of a distraction and more of a momentary detour. Cultivate your own happiness. Your happiness should not be contingent on her presence in your life. Find joy in the simple things, in the everyday moments, in the pursuit of your passions. Build a life that is filled with activities, connections, and experiences that nourish your soul and bring you genuine fulfillment. When you're happy and fulfilled within yourself, her text becomes less of a lifeline and more of a choice. Her text is just a blip on the radar of your journey. This is a crucial perspective to maintain. Her reaching out, while potentially significant, doesn't change the course of your life. Your journey of self-discovery, of personal growth, of becoming the best version of yourself continues regardless of her actions. Practical exercises. The daily Stoic reflection. Start each day with a few moments of quiet reflection. Remind yourself of your values, your goals, and your commitment to your own growth. The gratitude practice. Cultivate a daily practice of gratitude. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. This helps shift your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. The vision board exercise. Create a vision board that represents your goals and dreams. Visualizing your ideal future helps you stay focused on your own path. Mastering your inner state is about becoming the unwavering mountain. The man who is grounded in his own sense of self. A man who is not easily swayed by external forces. A man whose strength and resilience are the foundation of his irresistible appeal. 9. Control the narrative. Rewrite the story. Become the author of your own life. Her text has arrived, a new chapter potentially unfolding in the ongoing narrative of your life. But here's the crucial question. Who's writing this story? Are you letting her dictate the plot, allowing her actions and reactions to determine the course of your emotional journey? Or are you taking control of the pen, reclaiming the narrative, and becoming the author of your own life? This isn't just about responding to a text. It's about a fundamental shift in perspective, a profound realization that you are not a passive character in someone else's story. You are the protagonist of your own. You have the power to shape the narrative, to choose the words that define you, to determine the direction of your own destiny. Reclaiming the narrative starts with self-awareness. It's about understanding your own values, your priorities, and your vision for the future. It's about recognizing your own strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and accepting yourself fully, flaws and all. This self-acceptance is the foundation of true confidence, the bedrock upon which you can build a life of purpose and fulfillment. Next, it's about taking responsibility for your own choices. Stop blaming others for your circumstances. Stop playing the victim and start owning your decisions, both good and bad. Every choice you make, every action you take, contributes to the unfolding narrative of your life. You are the architect of your own destiny, the sculptor of your own reality. Finally, it's about focusing on your own growth. Your journey of self-improvement, of personal evolution, is the most compelling story you can tell. It's the narrative that will not only captivate her attention, but will also inspire and empower you to become the man you were always meant to be. Practical exercises. The journaling prompt. Write down the story you want to create for your life. What are your goals, your dreams, your aspirations? What kind of man do you want to be? The affirmation practice. Create positive affirmations that reflect the narrative you're creating. Repeat them daily to reinforce your self-belief. For example, I am strong, I am capable, I am worthy of love and happiness. The visualization technique. Visualize yourself living the life you want, embodying the qualities you admire, achieving your goals. The more vividly you can imagine your ideal future, the more likely you are to create it. The action plan. Break down your goals into smaller, actionable steps. Start taking consistent action towards creating the life you envision. You decide how the story unfolds. You choose the words, you shape the plot, you determine the ending. This is the power of controlling the narrative, the power of becoming the author of your own life. A life that is so compelling, so captivating that she can't help but want to be a part of it. 10. The long game. Your growth is the ultimate prize. The Unfolding Path of Self-Mastery. Her text message has arrived, a ping of possibility, a potential turning point in the narrative of your relationship. It's easy to get caught up in the moment, to allow her outreach to become the focal point of your attention, the sole determinant of your happiness. But zoom out, widen your lens, see the bigger picture. Her reaching out, while potentially significant, is ultimately insignificant compared to the grand, unfolding journey of self-growth you're on. This journey, this commitment to becoming the best version of yourself, is the ultimate prize, the one true source of lasting fulfillment and unshakable confidence. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself. This isn't about changing who you are to please her or anyone else. It's about uncovering the hidden depths of your own potential, about chipping away at the layers of insecurity and self-doubt to reveal the diamond within. It's about embracing your strengths, acknowledging your weaknesses, and committing to a lifelong process of learning, growth, and self-discovery. This journey of self-growth is not a destination. It's an ongoing process, a continuous evolution. It's about setting ambitious goals, pushing yourself beyond your comfort zone, and embracing the challenges that life throws your way. It's about cultivating resilience, building emotional intelligence, and mastering the art of self-control. And here's the beautiful paradox. When you prioritize your own growth, when you become the best version of yourself, everything else tends to fall into place. Relationships become healthier, careers become more fulfilling, and life, in general, becomes more vibrant and meaningful. You attract the right people into your orbit, the ones who value you for who you are, not for who you pretend to be. You radiate a quiet confidence, an unshakable self-belief that draws others in like moths to a flame. Practical exercises. The Values Clarification Exercise. Identify your core values. What principles guide your decisions and actions? The Goal-Setting Ritual. Set SMART goals, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound, for yourself in different areas of your life. The Daily Discipline Practice. Cultivate daily habits that support your growth, such as exercise, meditation, reading, or learning a new skill. The Mentorship Exploration. Seek out mentors or role models who embody the qualities you admire. Her reaching out may feel like the most important thing in the world right now, but in the grand scheme of things, it's just one small step in your much larger journey. Your growth is the ultimate prize, the one thing that will bring you lasting happiness, fulfillment, and the kind of unshakable confidence that makes you truly irresistible. Focus on that, and everything else will fall into place. Thanks for watching. I hope this video has given you a fresh perspective on how to handle the tricky situation of an ex reaching out. Remember, the power lies within you. Your growth, your self-respect, and your emotional well-being are paramount. Hit that like button if this video resonated with you, and share it with a friend who might be navigating a similar situation. Don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Spirit for more Stoic wisdom on mastering your emotions, building unshakable confidence, and living a life of purpose and fulfillment. Now I want to hear from you. Would you respond in this situation? Let me know your thoughts and strategies in the comments below. I read every single one and often respond. To recap, the Stoic approach to her reaching out isn't about playing games, it's about self-mastery. Understanding her intentions, managing your emotions, setting strong boundaries, and prioritizing your growth are the keys to reclaiming your power and deciding what's truly best for you. Whether you choose to respond or not, do it from a place of strength, clarity, and unwavering self-respect. Until next time, stay strong, stay stoic.